Good morning, everybody. Welcome to uh, English Point Panchajanya. And today, after a long time, I have come in front of you with a very important concept of grammar. That one is passive. What we say as voice change, changing the voice. Okay, now what is this changing the voice means to male to female or female to male? No, not like that. So voice change or making passive decorates your means way of writing. You see, everything, if you say it in a different way, the charm becomes different. Obviously, suppose if you say that means this is my nose, directly it goes that this is my nose. Now, if you make it this is my nose, then what happens? The charm is becoming different. So the means roundabout way of saying means in a peripheral way. Okay, the same thing to be told in a peripheral way, means in a roundabout way. So it happens that you may say that means by using metaphor, by using simile, yes, that is also a way of saying. But this one in grammatical way means we are means decorating the language, or we are decorating the writings. By this way, what happens means you see means in what cases we are using that passive. Particularly when the reports are made, reports are to be written in passive. Experiments and observations. Experiments, observations. Now, when making a survey, when you are making a survey, so you see these are means whenever you are writing a report, whenever you are writing a survey, whenever you are writing an interpretation also try to write in means interpretation of graph, chart, interpretation of graph, chart, map, or means any other thing. So those things remains presentable with passive. So passive decorates our language. And means it becomes a very good way of presentation when we are using passive. Now, whenever we are doing, whenever we are going with passive, what things are to be done? Let us see. First of all, keep it in mind that passive is not possible, or passive is quite impossible without a transitive verb. No passive can be formed without a transitive verb. Now, the question may be coming, transitive, what is this transitive verb? Transitive verb and intransitive verb. Transitive verb and intransitive verb. What is this transitive verb? Verb plus object. With the verb, one object to be there. Then that will be called a transitive verb. Today means without going directly to the passive, or today I am going to teach you only transitive and intransitive. How you will understand which one is transitive verb and which one is intransitive verb. And the next class we will be doing with means passive, how to do. First of all, you understand what is a transitive verb. So transitive verb, verb plus object. Now means intransitive verb is intransitive verb, verb minus object. Now, if an object is associated with a verb, then that will be called a transitive verb. If the means no object is associated with that verb, then that will be called intransitive verb. That will be called as intransitive verb. Now again one more question comes. What is that? What is an object then? Yes, this is also a means a very important question. What is an object? Object, you see, what the subject does is an object. What the subject does is an object. Now you see, now how to identify means which one is the object. How to identify that? I am giving an example. That means what is that? Suppose two sentences I am writing. Ramesh. So you see here two sentences I have written. One sentence is Ramesh has gone to school, and the other sentence is Ramesh has eaten a mango. Now you see, Ramesh has gone to school. If we are making a question with the means leaving the subject, if we are making a question, then this one will means come as where has Ramesh gone? The question is coming with where. The question is coming with where. Now, if means again leaving the subject, if we are making a question with this Ramesh has eaten a mango, then means what the question will come? A mango to be questioned, and how the mango to be questioned? What has Ramesh eaten? What has Ramesh eaten? Hence, what has happened? What means coming here? What? What? Now you see. So, if the question is asked with what and whom, if the question is asked with what and whom, then that one will be the object. Now you can say, here which one is the object? Ramesh has gone to school. Which one is the object? The question is coming with where. So where with where, if the sentence is there, the question is there, then there will be no object. Here this one cannot be an object. This one cannot be an object. But if the question is coming with what? A mango. Ramesh has eaten a mango. What has Ramesh eaten? So what? The question is coming with what? That means the mango is questioned as what, and because the question, the WH word what is coming, then means this one is an object. So you see here, if where is coming, if how is coming, if which is coming, then that one will not be considered as object. But if the question is coming with what, the question is coming with whom. Okay, whom? Like suppose my father gave me a gift. Now you see, when I say my father gave me a gift, now me is questioned with whom. Okay, so whom did my father give? Whom did my father give? That means this me, the answer is coming as me. This one is whom. So this one means this one is the object. Now then what about a gift? A gift. What did my father give? What did my father give? That means a gift is being questioned as what? A gift is being questioned as what? Hence, me is also an object, and what is also an object. Hence, what has happened? Both me and I, me and a gift, both are objects. Hence, this way of writing is called as double object. This way of writing is called a double object. So, with when we are making it passive, by taking these two, both the means objects separately we can take and we can use them in passive. We will discuss this later with the basic rules of passive and with the tensical rules of passive. Before this, means I will request you people to go through the tense patterns. All the tense patterns are to be cleared. If you do have any doubt, you go through my previous videos and there you see very in detail I have told about the tenses of verbs. Make it clear about tenses of verbs, and after that we will go through this passive. So I think you must have understood about this transitive and intransitive verb. Before finishing this video, I may tell you one thing that people are very impatient. Impatient means they are very they are not having much patience to wait and watch. Rousseau has told, patience is bitter but its fruit is sweet. Patience is bitter but its fruit is quite sweet. But we do not have that much of patience to wait that, or patience to see that. For that only we do not have that patience to open the book. We do not have that patience to wait for something. You see, patience is that thing by which we can conquer the whole world. Patience is the thing by which we can create a new world. Patience is the thing by which we can control ourselves. Hence, skip patience and go ahead. Be positive, be optimistic, and go ahead. Thank you.